Alright guys, we are out on the maiden voyage of the Equinox 900. Just got it in today. Only ordered it 2 evenings ago. Really fast shipping. That's awesome stuff for city metal detectors. Yeah, we're back at the lake park. We're gonna see what this can pull. We've pounded to death this place. So I mean, this is the real test for this machine. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't find a lot, because I pretty much hit on signals that were barely recognizable before. So I mean, it's hard to say. We'll see. It's supposed to get a little bit more depth and be a little bit better on the separation. So I mean, separation is a real important thing at this place, being as there's so much trash and there's a lot of reworked soils from the renovation they did 10 years ago. Soils were dug up and spread out in areas over top of older soils which has stuff in it, and it's a dog's breakfast of stuff. So here goes, and see what happens. Well, it'll take you some getting used to the VDIs on the new scale, but the sounds are kind of similar, and I kind of figured this, I suspected this to be modern clad, and we got our first coin with the new 900. We got ourselves a quarter. It's a post 2000 clad steel quarter, but that's a good start. I mean, there's not going to be there's not many high tone finds in this park left. I mean, there's barely any. So yeah, there is clad, and there's hopefully maybe some deep ones that we couldn't reach before, or some masked ones. So yeah, very cool. Alright guys, well, only our second coin of the night, and we had something really iffy. And this is an area where there's an underground electrical running from a transformer on a pole over there to the building over there, and it's been a real nightmare in the past, and I'm almost thinking the 900 is handling a bit of this EMI a bit better, despite what a lot has been said about it. Yeah, and so it was a challenging area, but we got something larger and looks like we got ourselves a largie, and this is a good spot. This has been very good for largies in the past, because this is the streetcar circle. The streetcar used to come into this little, there was a circle here from the 1890s up until about 1930. This is where everybody caught the streetcar back into the city, because this was actually outside of the city at the time. I'm not sure what we're seeing. Probably a KG5, I'm thinking. I'm seeing concentric rings on this side, but not the other. Let's clean it off, let's brush it up, and see just what we got. Well, looks like we got ourselves a KG5. She's crusty. If you can see that small one at the top, and at least Canada on that side, you know it's a KG5. Because the Eddies and Vickies on this side would just say 1 cent, and then Canada on the other side. And I can't really get a date, but yeah, you can tell this thing was under a layer of aggregate. Just the way how crusty, you can tell it's got that corrosion, like it's been, yeah, under that kind of stuff. And I think it's come out of the fill. This is a spot where you can see the fill has been dumped. You can see that dog's breakfast of soil down there. It was down deeper, so yeah. But yeah, that's very cool. That there's an improvement right there over the 800. Well, I can still discern those jumpy low signals to be clad, and there we go. We got ourselves a loonie. It's a newer one with the clad steel. So it's a little bit more on the irony sounding side, but still having that flippity sound. Very cool. Alright guys, we're back at the lake park, and we got the 800 out this time with the 6-inch. And joy of final joy. They've cut off the power to the lines running through the camping area, because every time I get near them, the EMI would be just crazy. And now it's pretty much silent, so that is super sweet. It's had a 12, sounded kind of interesting, so I thought I'd dig it and go down a little bit, and popped it, and we got ourselves a toonie. Oh, that is super sweet. I wonder if it's, oh no, it's more recent. Post-camping, 2006. Oh, people have driven, since it closed, people have been driving down here and just sort of hanging out, but they blocked it off so you can't anymore, so that means hopefully not too much more trash will be deposited. Cool. Well, that was an odd signal. It was diggable. It was weird. We had a memorial, copper memorial right inside a bottle cap. And this thing's been sitting in it for quite a long time. That bottle cap's pretty rotten. And that's a 1974. Oh, wild stuff. Well, we just had ourselves a young Lizzie, 1960, right on the edge. And the edge is kind of all mucked up from them taking the trees out on the ridge. I'd like to get in there, but I tried to today, but didn't get enough daylight to get in there. Then we also got this thing. It screamed at me. It was walking through the bushy area. I thought it was porcelain at first, but it's a big hunk of cast aluminum. It's been broken. I don't know what the heck that's from. Crazy. Good piece of scrap though.